Hello, I'm Rebekah Swanson.
I'm Eric Swanson. Welcome to another episode of Majestic Tourist.
Majestic Tourist. I was going to say it at the same time.
So, in this episode, we have a lot of interesting things that happen. Some of the stuff we couldn't show, we'll talk about at the end here.
Right. Wait till you see.
We'll be right back.
See you soon, traveler. Hello.
In this episode, you're going to get a chance to see. We went to the museum, which is really amazing down there. Get a chance to see that. Get a chance to see where my favorite chair. And also that we're going to get a chance to see where we went and had lunch with Mike. That was pretty interesting.
Delicious.
And most importantly, at the end of this episode, we're going to talk about what we've been teasing you with.
We keep talking about it, but this is the episode where you actually get to see it.
Hey, please subscribe. This helps us out. And also,
ring the bell.
Ring the bell so that you can see when the next episode. Stay with us. I hope you enjoyed this episode. We'll be back with you at the end.
See you soon, travelers.
Oh,
Majestic 916. Oh,
1916. 1900.
1916. Existía Anakin. And that is...
This is the plant of Anakin.
Cecil.
Do you know the Anakin plant?
And a scraper to precise the fibers. So it made twine.
Because into the leaves of the Anakin,
There's a string.
yeah,
like
inside there is lots of fibers. If you put them together, you can make ropes.
Yes.
So that they called it the green gold. Because it was a good way to make money years ago.
From something that already grew here. And then it says pineapple and sugarcane, but they probably had to do a lot of work to make that happen.
The pineapple and sugarcane, and then where does it say? Piña. Yeah.
Oh, la piña.
Piña
Caña.
and caña de azúcar.
Azúcar.
Sugarcane.
Sugarcane. But none of that is, you can't tell where they did that anymore, correct?
No.
Nobody, it's probably too hard to try. And it's, you would think, well, pineapple grows well in Hawaii, so would it grow well here because they're both equatorial tropical zones, but it's totally different.
Yeah, we don't grow
And the
pineapple
land.
anymore here.
The land's probably different too.
This one was made by Gustav Eiffel. So he made an Eiffel Tower in Paris.
Yes, that's the same guy?
See?
Oh my goodness.
Gustav Eiffel. So it was made all iron right in front of the ocean. Corrosion, so it doesn't last too much.
Are any parts of this still?
Still over there behind the building.
So the earlier one was here, where that is, and then the Eiffel Tower one is over there.
Okay.
Okay, and then this is a model.
Yeah, the actual.
And it doesn't tree. And this is where the lighthouse keeper would live, correct? Look at the lintel for this. That is thick. Oh, perfect. Perfecto. Oh, a cannon. Looks like a cannon made of wood.
No, it's not wood.
It was in the ocean.
Yeah, they found it in the ocean.
Oh, good touch. Sorry. Bad tourist. I'm a bad tourist.
That's part of the lighthouse that
Oh,
was.
the Eiffel Tower wood?
Yeah.
Oh, look at
Gustav
that.
Eiffel.
And look, they have the light. Oh, there it is. It looks like a carnival ride. It doesn't look like it. Can you get my arm fan out? I am just.
This really. Woo! There's a sweat house in here.
That's the base.
That's the base of the old one?
Yeah, the iron one.
Wow.
A writer.
Playa, Cozumel, Paramolas. That's the other
The
team.
lighthouse.
The other team of the island. That they very north.
Joan Didion is an author that wrote a lot about Los Angeles. She named her daughter Cape Del Monroe
Really?
because they loved coming here. So that they named their daughter that. Well, yeah, she just died not too long ago.
Piece of glass. Piece like this.
Oh, is that from the original?
The size of it, I would say it came from the one that's up there, because it looked like there's some pieces missing. That's a big piece of glass.
See?
Well, I'm about ready to think we should go sit on those chairs for a few minutes and evaporate.
Are you ready to find a hammock?
Find what?
Find a hammock?
Yeah, right.
Let's go on this part. Oh, there you go.
Here, Rebecca. I'll let you do this for a bit.
Australia, 13,000.
So this makes the lens go that way. Watch.
No, you're in charge.
I want to go sit in that chair over there and evaporate.
What
Well, come with me.
Oh, I'll come with you.
Come on, Gabe. We're going to the chair. We're all going to the chair right now.
That looks weird. That doesn't look like they might have dug it up.
These are pretty low chairs. Oh, here we go. Now we're cooking.
Oh, this is
Here, Rebecca.
I don't know, Gabe.
Rebecca.
You like this better?
This, yeah. Okay, here's the big kahuna, the chairman. Sorry, Uncle Tom. Eric's taking over as the chairman.
I have to come out of the museum. I need to come out here and evaporate a little.
This is beautiful. And then if you needed to go somewhere else, or maybe you were a little lost, here you go. Tells you where to go. I don't see a spare area.
Actually, it's very far away.
Cuba is the closest one.
We saw Cuba last night. Yeah. I'm surprised we got so close. Cuba.
274 kilometers from
That's
here.
all. And then the last point in Mexico. El último lingua. Isla Cozumel. Filipinas. Mallorca. Cuba. Halifax. That's Nova Scotia. Yeah, that's a frosty place to be this time of year. There we go.
I'm going to visit the Garisig Shell.
There you
I
go.
want more kids.
We'll tell your wife. She probably has to have a say. There we go. So if you're lost, this is going to help you find your destination. However, if your destination is to be in a calm, wonderful place, there you go, right there. That's the place to go, right there. But they look out for each other.
Hermanos. Perfecto.
All right, Gabe, where are we headed now? What is this?
Now we're gonna do lunch in a nice restaurant. It is part of the tequila owner.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Reyes
So,
Familia.
yes. We're Reyes Familia.
Reyes.
So we're gonna have fajitas here.
Okay.
Really good fajitas.
Fajitas. And then after that, after having this a little bit, we're going to be heading back to the boat, and that's what we're doing today. That's
Yes.
it of it, right?
After that, we're gonna go back to the cruise ship.
Okay, very, very good. Sounds good. Let's go ahead and do this.
Woo! Ready?
All right, we had a wonderful day today.
Oh
We've
my
met a
gosh.
new friend.
So
Did you have fun today?
Absolutely.
It was-
We had a lot of fun.
It was more
Oh, good.
important for Rebecca and I to make sure our host had fun, because remember this, when you're doing these different events here, if he doesn't have fun, we're not going to have fun.
That's right.
Are you having fun? See? She's
Yeah.
having fun too. So one of the things that's neat, and a lot of times you do these different, there you go. So one of the things that's neat here is that when we talk, we see these different trips, they go, oh yeah, you get lunch and whatever, right? And I've
Oh my
always been
gosh.
leery of lunch, thinking, all right, what is lunch going to be? Is it going to be iguana or some raccoon they picked up on the wrong side of the road?
Yeah.
No. This is wonderful. This is
Fresh.
And look at this.
Malay.
We're supposed to be in the dining room right now eating, and I don't know how we're going to make that
At the
happen.
ship.
At the
but-
ship.
Mm-mm.
So,
This is
you know
wonderful.
what? This is a wonderful day. We learned so much today. Thank you very, very much.
Okay.
¿Cómo se llama?
Miguel.
Miguel.
Mike.
Mike. So I'm here with Mike. Mike doesn't, you know English.
Little English.
Why know that much Spanish? So we're,
Spanish.
so we're equal. It's what they call it. Not equal, it'd be when you're the same.
I don't know what
Oh.
He wasn't paying attention.
Yeah,
So,
I'm not paying
Anyway,
attention.
so we come
He's
over
enjoying
here,
his food.
and after spending the day with Gabriel, I mean, it's just the food was,
Good.
no, beyond, no, more than muy bien.
More than muy bien.
Yeah. Don't give me mucho, boy.
Muy rico.
Excelente.
Muy what?
Muy rico.
Very, very,
Muy
very
rico.
good. So, this guy's wonderful. So if you take the cruise, you're going to come and eat. This is the chef that made this tonight. Very, very good.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
What'd you think of that episode? I think the museum was very, very interesting.
It was.
But you know what? I think one of the highlights was sitting in the chair out there.
It was the perfect temperature, the perfect place.
The wind
The
was blowing
most delightful
straight into your
people.
face. You didn't even really feel that was blowing. You know, it was
I
just
could have
looking out over
stayed
the
there,
ocean.
and we did stay there a little too long.
Not very long. But then we got out there, and then we went to have lunch with Mike. Mike was pretty amazing.
Oh yeah, and we took our
So-
time because we thought.
We had a lot of time, but we did not have a lot of time. So on the way back, we needed to see if we could find some postcards.
Right. Our daughter collects them,
Right.
and she was very specific. I need a postcard from wherever you go. And we had had such a wonderful day that I had forgotten.
We're
to do
watching.
that.
We're watching
And
our
we're watching the
phones,
time. We're
making
watching
sure
our
that we're on
phone,
time, and
watching
so
my
forth.
Apple Watch.
And the amazing thing is that morning we talked about it, and you saw us talk about that we have to be careful of the
Right.
time. So we thought our
Stay
watches
on
are
ship
correct,
time.
and what it did is it flipped on us. We're conscious of it.
It was
Also, now we
almost
are
halfway through our tour. At some point, both my watch and our phones flipped to local time.
which is Central Time. Remember, the ship is on Florida time,
Florida
which is
time.
Eastern Time.
Mhm.
So what
An
was
hour
happening
later-
to us? We thought, oh, we got plenty of time here. So we're over getting the
'Cause we left an
postcards,
hour.
and we got a phone call. Now, the first phone call I came across, it came to my phone,
But we
and
were
it
looking for
showed that it
postcards.
was a telemarketer. Okay, but it was not a telemarketer.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so
Well,
so I didn't answer it.
Well, and then they called me and it said Carnival. And so I answered and they said, "Are you okay?" I said, "Yes. How are you?" They said, "Well, you're the only ones not on the ship.
And the ship is leaving in
The ship is
15
leaving.
minutes.
And we wanted to know if you needed help." And they were very concerned
Yes.
for us. They weren't angry. They were just wondering why we weren't there. So we became what is typically known as Pier Runners.
But we didn't run. We
No,
actually
we didn't run. We
so,
got a cab.
So
Pedicab.
we're coming across, and
So
this
we
is,
weren't running.
So we're in the car still. We're just minutes away from the
We
entrance
just
over
stopped
there.
for just a little bit. to
So, but
pick
that's
up.
not what messed us up, because remember, we've still been way early.
Right.
So
If
we
our
get
time is
over
right.
there to the gate, And the security says, you can't come in here.
Yeah.
And so Rebekah has them on the phone
I'm on the
saying, they won't let us in
They
here.
won't let us in.
What we didn't
But
understand
that
was
wasn't what was happening.
is they were taking care of us. They were calling
were.
a pedicab over
Mhm.
because I guess they saw that I was old maybe and I couldn't run as fast
They
as
did not.
I couldn't be a classic
They just knew it would
runner.
be faster if we got a pedicab.
So we jump in the pedicab and all this stuff here, there was so much going on, and I think it would be very improper for me to record this while we're having the ship waiting. So I didn't record any of this.
Yeah.
We tried to find some
were
other
very
folks that
aware
had recorded
that
this.
we had inconvenienced people, and that is not who we are.
So we come around the corner there, and we can see the ship. And what we're seeing of the ship there, it must have been,
There's no one
it must have been
else
2,000 people
on the side of the ship.
in the balconies, on the top, all
Hanging
up there,
over.
applauding and yelling. And,
Look at those people! Ah!
and so we get, I'm thinking to myself,
Wasn't our finest
do
hour.
I even have enough cash right now to give the pedicab? I'm sitting there freaking out on that, not even worrying about the video. We're not even really worried about being late to the ship. Can I pay the pedicab guy? Because this guy is booking
He
it.
really tried his best to get us there. We couldn't have been faster if we were running full out. I mean, he did a great job.
So we get over there to the ship and we're telling him, gosh, we're sorry. You know what? We didn't even, and it was something we
People are
knew.
whooping,
We
hollering.
knew.
We knew that this might have happened, but we kept checking into our watch and our phones. And then at a certain point we thought, oh, well, we're clear. Everything's good. And we stopped checking.
Well, the other thing that threw us off too was the time that we actually heard that when we were at the restaurant was a time that was not exactly what expected either. It was even earlier yet. So we're over there. I just want to say one thing here. So we went ahead and recognized that Carnival, they were concerned about us. Carnival is not going to let this happen. Now, I know there's times where what they do is they go back to your room, they secure your room, they make sure they know where your passport is in case you do not make it back, so that you have your passport and you're not stuck there. There's a lot of things that security is doing for you in the background here. It's not a joke. It's not a joke to them. And it's not a joke. They weren't angry with us. They understand that sometimes things go haywire.
They thought maybe we needed some help. And when I at first, because I'm on the phone with them, thought that the security was stopping us from getting on the pier, I was telling them this, and they were like, we're going to take care of this. We're going to meet you down there. We're sending people. And then when we realized they were just hiring us a pedicab, we told them, just wait for us. They were relieved that we came. They were concerned for our safety and our welfare.
So they secure the room.
The people that were whooping and hollering, they were like, yeah. And they were expecting expecting partier people that, and here are this nice little middle-aged couple that just look like they're totally.
So I thought it was interesting, but I think I got to applaud Carnival. They come in, they secure the vault, they make sure where all your documents are in case they need to get them at the last moment here. So once they knew that we were coming, they didn't have to worry about it. They knew that we were going to be on the ship.
Trying to contact us.
No, they took care of the whole thing.
I was very impressed.
What was fun here over the next few days is a few people recognized it, some people did not. And once they found out that it was us, everybody was like, wow, that's pretty wild.
We were the talk of the ship. Apparently they had called us a number of times, and they were saying, oh, that couple, the Swansons, aren't on the ship, and our table,
so the people we met,
our friends at the table were like, uh-oh, we know them. They didn't seem the type that would not be on time, and it is not our usual mode of behavior.
No, we really don't do this at all. We're really right on top of things. So now the answer to this. So then, and it's, I would say that if you are confused or worried about what time your phone is or your Apple Watch or whatever, take an analog watch for you. Now here's the question, because we did talk to a few people on this, and they said, they've heard of different people. Do you count down the time or you actually show the time? Some people actually take the watch and they'll count down so that when it gets back to exactly at 12, that means your time is up. You should be on the ship at that point. Other people just have the time. So if you're not really sure what your time is, an analog watch will be there. So anyway, you know what? It was
just part of the experience.
It's not something that we are proud of. It's not something, but what's interesting? At least we can be called Pier Runners, I guess. Not many people we can be called Pier Runners.
And also because we understand the procedure now, that we can show people, they really have a mode of procedures that are meant to keep you safe. They are monitoring that. And
all of the information that you give them as you're booking your tours and as you're telling them where you're going to be and with whom, they are writing all of that down and keeping track of it. So that's how they were
Right.
able to get a hold of us so quickly.
So keep in mind, if you haven't caught the previous episodes, you might want to go back and watch them, because one of the things that we did is this is not a Carnival excursion. We knew there's risk in what we did there. But you know what? We are managing the time. It was up to us where we were when we need to be there. It wasn't up to the tour people. We had full control of where we were and what time we were supposed to be there.
Right.
And like I said before, we thought we were on time. So anyway, you had a chance to finally hear what our teaser was. So, hey, episode 7, I know this is episode 7. Episode 8 is coming on soon here. And so stay with us. There's a total of 10 episodes. And at the end of the last episode, we're going to take a little time here. We're going to go through exactly what it cost us and what are the things we did and the things we just kind of recap the whole thing. So, so that either the mistakes that we've made or that we can share with you, or things that maybe, if there's a comment you want to make on here or something that's important to you, please let us know what it might be. Because any way we can help by our experiences to make your trip, more enjoyable, it'd be awesome. Hey, and also, please subscribe. Please subscribe.
Ring the bell.
Ring the bell so you can see what the episodes are coming. Until next time, I'm Eric Swanson.
I'm Rebekah Swanson. See you soon, travelers.
And we're Pier Runners.
Just once.
Just once. No more after that.
No more.
We'll see you in the next episode.